It's like I had to go past something. I had to grieve almost the idea of staying in academia in order to see that there's a world outside of academia. I guess I never really questioned whether I would be doing a PhD or not. For me, it was clear from the beginning that if I was going to go in literature, I'm going to continue into research. I guess it was a little bit one-sided as a commitment. I had been told by many people, including my supervisor, that very few people make it. And I sort of always thought that it would not be that much of a problem. I was really optimistic. I was really lucky with funding. I mean, I was really funded throughout my whole university. Thinking back on my career that way, I could say I really had a career in research because my master's was 2 years, then my PhD was 5 years, then my postdoc was 2 years. So overall, it's 9 years. But I see these 9 years as already a career in research that I've moved away from afterwards. What I'm doing right now, I'm in the publishing industry, so I edit books. And I was really lucky to find this position really 2 months after my postdoc ended. I had been looking for positions at faculties during my postdoc, but I hadn't applied outside of academia at all. One thing that's really important is to realize that it is very difficult to have to continue doing that kind of work after you finished your PhD. I find that I was much more stressed in my postdoc because I feel like in my PhD I was sort of protected from the immediate feeling that I needed to get on the job market because there was the postdoc afterwards. But then the postdoc is so short, it's very difficult to stand out during those 2 years. I was by myself, really, essentially. It was very difficult to get that kind of mentorship that I took almost for granted during my PhD. It's like I had to go past something. I had to grieve almost the idea of staying in academia in order to see that there's a world outside of academia. For me, for a while, I thought that there would be no sector I would want to engage in or want to work in, because for me it was only that was the only thing, the only focus of my work. But then I realized, okay, well, no, literature means a lot of things, and it means also people who produce it. Really, those are jobs, and it's a job that I love doing. Now I don't think I would want to do research, even if I were offered a position tomorrow. I'd be like, no, that's a lot more work. I work 9 to 5, right? It's not something you do in academia. PhD students and postdocs are not paid the equivalent of the amount of work that they're doing. So I think that one reason why there's so few professorship positions really, and it's because every year there's a fresh batch of people who will be conducting research for cheap. It makes perfect financial sense, economic sense that it works like that, but I don't think it makes moral sense. I think it's unfair. And also, I think it's unfair that so many people are trained for positions that they will never be able to occupy. And I think that's really a political crisis we need to address. Do we want so many people to be conducting research if there's no jobs for them that are linked to research or that will value research?